Hi, welcome all. In today's session, we are going to see fire hydrant and fire monitor inspection, testing, and maintenance in line with NFPA 25 requirements. Today, we are going to see the topics fire hydrant overview, fire hydrant operation and functions, fire hydrant ITM, fire monitor overview, fire monitor operation and functions, fire monitor ITM. Let's dive into the topic directly. Fire hydrant. So it is a wall. It helps firefighter to provide fire water for the firefighting operation in simple wording like that. So it helps to it is connected with underground fire water network, and whenever the firefighter in need, they will connect their pumper hose with attached to this hydrant in order to get the fire water for their firefighting operation. There are different types of fire hydrants: wet barrel, dry barrel, and wall type and dry type fire hydrants. So in wet barrel, the entire portion of the hydrant, the barrel is totally supplied with the water. It's filled with the water. Dry barrel, it is exposed to the environment. This portion, it's not wet. It's actually a dry one, and close to this underground, it is there is a footwall and it is being closed by that. So the water will be arrested from here, and the above portion of this barrel will be in dry. When we open this operating net, it will permit the water into this barrel. Then a wall hydrant. It is nothing but a hydrant mounted on the outside of a wall of a building, fed from the interior piping and equipped with the control wall located inside the building. There are normally a key operated from the building's exterior. Instead of on the underground to the above ground, it is attached to the exterior wall of the building. So this is a wall type hydrant. Dry hydrant, you can see from here, it is a pipeline connected to the open water source. So the fire water is not actually a pressurized private network. It is an open source of water, and the pipeline is attached to that, and it is having a provision. The fire pumper can connect their hose from here, and they can draw the fire water from this FDC connection. So fire arrangement. An arrangement of a pipe permanently connected to the water source, other than the pipe, a pressurized water supply system that provides a ready means of water supply for firefighting purposes. Okay, fire hydrant operations and functions. Normally, this is related to the wet type, dry type, and wall hydrants. Under normal circumstance, the fire hydrant system, the entire network is pressurized with the filled with water. In the case of during a system experiencing the pressure drop, it makes the fire pump to kick in to increase the pressure of water supply. The water will be drawn from the fire water tank, and the fire pump will increase the pressure of that water. Then it will pump into this pipeline. Definition of ITM: inspection, maintenance, and inspection testing services. Inspection means from the ground level, we are visually inspecting that particular equipment is it's good in condition. That is free from physical damages. It is in operable condition. Maintenance means we do some kind of job on that equipment in order to keep them operable. Inspection, testing, maintenance services is nothing but it is a service program provided by a qualified contractor or qualified property owner representative, in which all the components unique to the property systems are inspected and tested at the required time and necessary maintenance provider. Okay, ITM frequencies. When we talk about ITM, we have to understand about the ITM frequency as well. So there are different type of frequency: daily, weekly, quarterly, semi-annual, annual. There are 3 month, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. So there are multiple frequencies there. So if it is daily, it is daily. We have to do some inspection, testing, maintenance. Weekly means it occurs once in a week. Quarterly means it occurs 4 times in a year. So it can be done minimum of 2 months, maximum of 4 months. Likewise, it's a semi-annual, twice per year, annual, once in a year, 3 years frequency occurring once every 36 months. 5 years of frequencies occur once every 60 months. There are relevances, as I have mentioned over here. So it can be done the minimum of this particular period and maximum of that particular period. Fire hydrant inspection, testing, and maintenance according to NFPA 25, standard for inspection, testing, and maintenance of water-based fire protection system. So why we need to do the ITM? In order to get the equipment in operable condition and in the state of enable, it's to fulfill its purpose. During an emergency, it must be available. There are frequencies as per NFPA 25. So straight away we jump into this directly on hydrant topics. There are hydrant and associated equipment. Hose house has to be inspected quarterly, and hydrant, dry barrel, and wet barrel. Hydrant, dry barrel, and wall. It has to be inspected annually. Wet barrel annually. Dry hydrant quarterly and also annually. Mainline strainer annually and after each significant flow. Monitor nozzle, it will be semi-annually. And piping and fitting exposed, which is outside, it's not underground, it's not married one. If it is exposed, it has to be checked and inspected annually. Testing, in terms of test, hydrant flow test shall be done annually. Piping exposed and underground, it's a flow test kind of exposed and underground. It is a flow test annually to be done. This is for fire. This is for fire monitor nozzle. Piping exposed and underground floaters. It should be 5 years. So from there we will discharge the maximum water demand throughout the fire equipment to check the underground piping is it's sufficient. It's in good state of condition, and it is able to provide required fire water demand. Maintenance, dry hydrant quarterly, and hydrant that it has to be annually. Mainline strainer annually and after each operation. Monitor nozzle, it will be annually. So basically, hose houses quarterly. What we are going to check. Inaccessibility during quarterly inspection, we will check inaccessibility, physical damage, and missing equipment of this. And exposed pipe shall be inspected annually. So what we are going to check on the piping for the leaks, for the physical damage, corrosion signature, restraints method, if anything. Generally underground, as I said before, underground piping cannot be inspected on a routine basis. However, a flow test can uncover the issues related to the underground piping. Mainline strainer, it has to be inspected and cleaned after each system flow exceeding the nominal of 2-inch orifice. Mainline strainer shall be removed and inspected annually for plugging, potential obstruction and damage and corroded parts to inspect. So to check the internal stuff. And hydrant shall be tested annually to ensure a proper functioning. So what has to be inspected here? Dry barrel and wet barrel, wall hydrant. As I said before, the wall hydrant is attached to the exterior wall of the building. So dry barrel and wall hydrant shall be inspected annually and after each operation of the following conditions. So inaccessibility to be checked. Is there any impedance or is there any obstruction for reaching to these hydrants? Presence of water or ice in the barrel, and improper drainage from the barrel, and leaks in the outlet or top of the hydrant, cracks in the hydrant barrel, tightness of the outlet cap, worn out threads and one hydrant operating net, availability of operating wrench, corrosion detrimental to hydrant integrity. Coming to this wet barrel hydrant, it is more or less similar. Inspection points, inaccessibility, check in the outlets or at the top of the hydrant, cracks at the barrel, and tightness of the outlet caps, worn out threads, one hydrant operating net, availability of operating wrench, corrosion detrimental to hydrant integrity. And dry hydrant, what we are going to check, what we have to check during a quarterly, it has to be checked to reveal any deterioration in the water supply situation in the pond, streams, and septons. And is there any vegetation in and around of the hydrants? So we have to have a clearance of 3 feet radius around the hydrants. And reflective sticker, it's a reflective marking of the hydrant shall be checked at least once in a year. And the painting and all, it has to be checked at least once in a year. The hydrant shall be flow tested at least annually with the approved pump to ensure the minimum design flow is maintained. So we have seen about inspection. Now we are going to see the testing. It has to be hydrant shall be tested annually to ensure proper functioning. So each hydrant shall be fully opened, water to be flown until all the foreign material has cleared. So basically we have to get the clear water out from the hydrant. Flow shall be maintained for not less than 1 minute. After the operation, hydrant shall be closed slowly, because you will experience a water hammer, and shall be observed for proper drainage from the barrel. The full drainage shall take no longer than 60 minutes. So underground and exposed piping flow test, it has to be conducted 5 year 60 month, once in the 60 month. So basically, from here, the maximum water demand has to be we have to test with this arrangement with the maximum water demand. So water to be delivered through a combination of fire hydrant monitors and sprinkler system to the specific maximum water demand. So if that particular demand is been achieved without any issue, the underground pipe network and exposed pipe network is good. If we have any deterioration, if there is any problem in the flow or the pressure, then it has to be checked, or it has to be further investigated. Where we cannot do the full water demand, so the maximum whatever that amount we can do, we have to do with that available flow. It is permitted as per NFPA 25. Fire hydrant maintenance. So hydrant shall be lubricated annually, and to ensure all the stems, caps, black threads are in proper operating condition. Hydrant shall be kept free of snow, ice, and other material, and protected against mechanical damage, so that free access is ensured. All the equipment also, it has to be maintained as per the manufacturer recommendation. So moving next to that fire monitor.